everyone. Welcome to DC Public Library's STEM Time. My name's Miss Tara. So this is part 2 of a 2-part video series. The first part was about making a volcano. Now we are going to make the volcano erupt. So if you didn't get a chance to make a volcano, that's totally okay. Just grab a cup and you're going to need some vinegar. Mine happens to come in a very large container because I happen to use it for cleaning. Some of you might have a smaller one at home that you use more in cooking. You can do both. You're going to need some baking soda, and it's optional, but if you have some red food coloring or red food dye, you might want to grab that too. So, and then you're going to need a pan with what I call a lip, which basically means edges all around it, because when the volcano erupts, you want it not to flow all over onto your counter or table or wherever you're doing this. You want to be able to catch the liquid by having it in a pan with a lip. Okay, so I'm going to put that down. I'm going to set my volcano in the middle of it, and I'm going to pour about half a cup of vinegar. And when I mean half a cup, I don't mean I'm measuring half a cup. I mean I'm pouring however large my cup is that is inside my volcano. So a cup like this, I'm filling it halfway, okay? This particular cup, I believe, is 8 ounces, so it would be about 4 ounces, which technically would be half a cup. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit of food dye, red food dye. And before I make my volcano erupt, I want to create some atmosphere here. So I drew some dinosaurs, because I don't know about you, but I love dinosaurs. And when I think of volcanoes, even though volcanoes still go off today, and they're one of the most awesome geological wonders, I also think about them going off in the time of dinosaurs, as dinosaurs were roaming the earth and coming towards their extinction. So you can print out some dinosaurs and color them in if you're able to print pages at home. Not all of us are. We can also draw our trees and dinosaurs ourselves. That's totally good. Remember, there's no wrong or right way that a dinosaur should look or a tree should look. And then I'm just attaching them to like food cans and boxes. So I attached it to my Kraft macaroni and cheese and my falafel mix, so that I've got my dinosaurs around. All right. Now I've set the atmosphere. Everything's good, and we're ready for the big explosion, the big eruption. Now this eruption is going to be a form of science called chemistry. And chemistry is basically when something like a substance is added to something and changes occur. Another way to think of it as two things mixing together or trying to mixing together, and some of those substances might be like, I don't want to mix, and it creates a really cool, in this case, eruption. Okay, so I'm getting a heaping teaspoon of baking soda, and I'm going to drop that right in, and we're going to see what happens. There you go, your erupting volcano. And the red food coloring really is a nice touch if you're able to do it. But remember, you're able to do it just with a cup, vinegar, and baking soda, because you're causing a reaction. And just remember to use a pan with a lip so that you don't make a mess. All right, boys and girls, time is up. It's been a pleasure to see you as always. Thanks for joining DCPL's STEM Time, and don't forget to visit us at dclibrary.org. We're always there for you online.
DC Public Library. We are here with you.